The most dangerous word that you could use day to day is
hope without action leads to pain and suffering.
When I was 12 years old, I was shoveling driveways after snowstorms in New York.
Yep.
Make 20 bucks a driveway after a big snowstorm.
Rise and shine, it's espresso time.
I wake up every morning.
Espresso keep me going.
I wake up every morning.
Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and this channel was created to help you overcome the #1 challenge that is holding you back, a lack of belief in yourself. You watch these videos because you know there's something greater inside you too. You have Michael Jordan level talent at something. So let's start your day off right together. Grab your coffee and sip on today's message from Dan Lok. Also, if you want to have more confidence, check out my 254 series. They're free. The links to join are in the description below.
problem with young people. You're not good at anything. Oh, I'm so good. No, tell me the truth. You're not good at anything. After you practice martial art, you develop this natural self-confidence. Not cockiness, but you develop this natural self-confidence. The most dangerous word that you could use day to day is the word hope. Hope, this word keeps you poor. Think about it. When I talk to an entrepreneur, when I ask them, so what exactly is your marketing strategy? They might say something like, well, Dan, my marketing strategy is I build my business through word of mouth, through referrals. And I always reply, you mean hope? You see, hope is not a strategy. Most people, they hope to grow their business. They hope to get referrals. They hope to generate more income. They hope to have more free time. They hope to start their business. They hope they'll get bank financing for their investments. They hope. Hope is not a strategy. You see, successful people, we don't use hope as a strategy because the minute you use the word hope, what you're saying is you have no power. You have no control over the outcome. Well, I hope it works. I hope this works out. Now, it's one thing to say, hey, I hope you like this video. That's okay. But whenever you say, I hope when you give away that responsibility, you also give away that power. You have no control. You have no choice. When you have no choice, when you have no control, when you have no power, when you cannot decide, you cannot take action and you cannot make that happen.
Hope without action leads to pain and suffering. Watching videos like this is not enough. It might give you hope, but hope that is not tied to action and you doing something will mean you never accomplish your goals. The answer is always action. It's hope and then action. And when that doesn't work out, more action. And when that doesn't work out, more action. So a couple years ago, I was in New York and I was meeting with my agents, and one of them said, what am I trying to do? What's my vision? What's my mission? What am I trying to accomplish? And I said, I wanted to spread belief. I wanted to spread hope. And he jumped all over me about the hope. Like, you want to spread hope? Hope's not enough. You can't just do hope. And I remember walking away, he's like, what's he talking about? Hope is so important. If you don't have hope, how are you going to believe in yourself to go chase something down? Without hope, you got nothing, right? Without hope and belief, you got nothing. Where I realize the difference in the thinking is the usage of the word is people hope things will happen. It's not having hope in something, it's hoping that it's gonna happen, and then they sit on their bed, sit on their couch, sit at home and do nothing. That kind of hope, that's not a strategy. Hope and belief is your first step. It's your first entry point in. You have hope that things will happen. But then you gotta get up and do something, right? And so, figuring out that message when I was talking to my agent didn't come to me right away in the moment, because at the same time, as much as I'm filled with hope and belief in humanity and what we can all do, I'm working, right? I'm taking action. I'm making 3 to 4 videos every day. We haven't had a day in the past 5 years where a video hasn't gone up. Every single day. I don't know what that consecutive streak is, but it's long, it's big. I'm working my face off every day in the achievement of my mission. But I also love hope and belief. It's why I have this channel. It's why I have my other channels. Is I want to be around people who've done a lot more. I want to learn from the greats. I want to learn from people who know more than me. And when I see that, it gives me hope that it's possible. It gives me belief that it's possible. That if they can do it, I can do it too. But you still have to do it. The ability to do it versus actually executing and doing it are two very different things, right? The difference gap is going to be the action. And so, yes, I want you to have hope. I think it's important, but it's not the only thing. You got to make sure you turn that hope and not just relying on a strategy, but you're doing the daily work to chase down your dreams. So I've got a 3-step process to turn hope into action. I think you're gonna enjoy and be helpful. Let's go. Step number 1 is ask yourself, what do you hope will happen? When you're sitting at home, when you're frustrated, when you are trying to imagine a better world, what do you hope will happen? What do you hope that your life looks like? What's the thing that you want? What do you want out of life? What are you chasing down? Start with that. Start with your dream. Start with what you would hope. If there were no restrictions, what do you hope would happen? And something that you're moving towards, not away. A lot of people in this scenario, they say, well, I hope I win $1 million so that I can then travel the world and live on the beaches for the rest of my life. $1 million won't get you there, but fine, that's your goal. That's not actually what you want to do. All that really is, nobody wants to travel for the rest of their life. Very few people. You might think it's amazing and luxury and how you want to spend the rest of it. It's not. You want to serve. You want to help. You can get really bored of traveling really quickly and you say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You're running away from a life that you don't like, as opposed to chasing one down that you do. If you're living for vacations and evenings and weekends, you hate your life. Fix that first. So great, you traveled the world, you bought the house to your mom, you did all this stuff, great. Now what do you want to do? Now what do you hope will happen? Not the short-term crap because you hate your life. What's after that? What do you hope will happen? That's what I want you to get to. Step number 2 is apply the 2% difference. Oh, where's the book? Nina has her book. Make the 2% happen. Make the 2% happen. This is from the tour that I did earlier this year. This is great. Oh, look at you. You wrote stuff down.
Stop taking, look at my stuff. Oh.
Make the 2% happen, right? The 2% difference. What does that mean? As soon as you get an idea, what most people do is we default to planning. You waste your best energy on planning. Don't do that. That's not a good use of time. Instead of doing that, do something. The 2%. Because what happens when you get into planning mode, you wake up the next day and say, I can't do that. Who did I think it was? I can't do all that crazy stuff. I'm not good enough. I'm not talented enough. I don't have the skill sets, on and on and on and on, right? Don't be that person. Instead, use your best energy, not on planning, but on doing, on creation, on momentum, on action. The biggest thing that's missing from your ideas is momentum. That's all you need. So what's the 2% version? Instead of planning on how to reach 100% of your goal, don't plan to get to 100%. Planning is important, just not yet, not right now. Doing is more important. Even if you get the wrong do, it doesn't matter. Energy, momentum is way more important. What's the first 2%? So if you're thinking, I hope that I have a big YouTube channel that inspires millions of people, great. 2%, take out your phone and make a video and post today. It's not gonna be perfect, you won't know what you're talking about, it won't have the right script, it won't have the great editing, awesome, post. Next, do it again. Build momentum. That's the biggest thing that's missing. Take 2% action on the next idea that you come up with. And step number 3 is schedule for success. Success is habit. Success is what are you doing daily. Success is how you turn hope into action, right? Look at your calendar. That thing that you hope for, show me in your calendar where you're spending time actually working on that thing. For too many people, it's 0. You're spending no time on your calendar. Then it's just a hope, then it's just a wish, then it's just a dream. You have to be doing something about it on a consistent, regular basis. So for me to make my YouTube channel, even here, I'm in LA, right? I'm in LA. I like this camera setup. I should be moving around a little bit more. Normally at my internal temperature too high, allow to cool. Really?
Oh, okay, recording.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, we're back. Hey, we're back. So as I talked about having flexibility to move around and dancing, my camera got overheated and crashed. But I like this setup. I can go back here and still talk. My usual setup at home is I'm super tight against my, anyway, it doesn't matter. So what are we talking about? Scheduling for success, right? Your actions have to map to your ambitions. The thing that you say that you want to do has to be in your calendar somewhere. So for me to make videos, every week I have to make videos. So I'm here in LA and I need to make videos because I'm here the whole week. I'm at different conferences, I'm at multiple people's podcasts, I'm doing interviews and speaking gigs, and I need to be here for the entire week. That's a long trip typically for me, instead of just being in and out. So this happens to fall on a Tuesday. Tuesday's when I'm making videos, and so here I am, blocking a time on a Tuesday afternoon in between meeting Jay Abraham and Ryan Blair, come back to my Airbnb and record some videos so that we have it, right? That's scheduling for success. Like, your goals don't count until it's hard. It's easy for me to say, well, I'm on my trip and so I'm not gonna do it. It's okay, I'll get back to it. That's why you're inconsistent. Letting yourself off the hook, doing it sometimes, doing it when you have time, instead of making it a priority. If you want your goals to happen, if you want to turn them from hopes to actually accomplishing them, then you have to schedule for success. It has to be in your calendar on a consistent basis so that you follow through and actually make it come true. Now I've got a really special bonus clip that I think you're gonna enjoy, but before that, question of the day, I wanna know what is one thing, one idea that you have that you're gonna take the 2% difference and take some immediate action today. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you promise to take action, your word means something. We don't just watch videos here, you watch it and you do something. This is how you change your life, not just hoping and getting inspired, action. You promise to take action. Put hashtag believe down in the comments. That's your commitment to yourself. Then go get to work.
I was a born entrepreneur. I exited my mother's womb. When I was 8 years old, I was delivering papers door to door, knocking on doors, expanding a paper route. When I was 12 years old, I was shoveling driveways after snowstorms in New York.
Yep.
Make 20 bucks a driveway after a big snowstorm. I hit it big for the first time when I was 16, selling ices on the beach, blanket to blanket to blanket.
Wow.
And that's how it started. And after that, I was hiring people to come work. I had 12-year-old kids selling puka shell necklaces for me. My mother was buttering bagels in the morning, and that was really the way I always was moving towards life, looking
At
for
16.
Yeah.
I'm not Mr. Mentor. I'm not the one who says, let's sit down, tell me how it's going. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I am. Get off your ass and get out there and sell something.
That's right.
I mean, I've never been okay, I need a mentor. You know, a lot of people look for mentors thinking they're gonna tell me the shortcut. Mark, will you be my mentor? You know the way. And they think I'm gonna go, ooh, and like convey some magics. Here's the dust, go, go, go. It doesn't work that way. I still grind, I love to grind. If you're competing in one of my businesses, I'm gonna kick your ass because I'm gonna outgrind you. Right? That's what being an entrepreneur is. You've got to get out there and do the work. So when it comes to how do you learn, right? Because that's the question. How do I learn this stuff? Man, everybody has got to go through that process, right? I read I'm in the tech business, I'm in the media business, the entertainment business. I've got to try to prepare myself for all the Shark Tank businesses. I read 3 hours plus a day. Right? Well, everybody else is getting a suntan, or even when I'm getting a suntan, I'm online or I've got books, I'm reading all I can.
Hi, this is Dan Lok. If you're a fan of Evan's work, if you want to know exactly how to model my success, I want to invite you to join me for a special online training. All you have to do is click on the link below. You can join me for absolutely no charge. So click on the link below and I will see you in class.
If you want to know how Robert Kiyosaki masters sales, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.